blessed good evening to one and all. Here at Independence Square in Bridgetown. We're now looking to do a video of it, the Independence Lighting Ceremony, which is supposed to be held at Independence Square in Bridgetown, the Barbados, the former Barbados National Bank. This is the Republic Bank now. The old Fairchild Street bus stand, which is now the Granville Williams bus terminal. Yeah, Tanya. Very good. Old Fairchild Street. You see the Central Bank in the background. The lighting ceremony is going to soon start. I'm in the heart of Bridgetown now. So this is the Republic Bank. Anthem is playing, so I will stop here.
Minister of the Bethel Methodist Church.
Almighty before God, creator of light and life, we gather before you this evening in gratitude and reverence as we mark the beginning of our nation's independence celebration. We thank you for the light that shines upon our land, a light that reminds us of freedom, resilience, and hope. We thank you for the blessings you have bestowed upon our beloved nation, for the beauty of our island, the strength of our people, and the spirit of unity that binds us together. We remember today with gratitude of our parents who toiled, dreamed, and prayed for a future where liberty and justice would prevail. Tonight, as we light this flame, may it symbolize more than illumination, but may represent the burning light of patriotism, the warmth of love for one another, and the bright hope of progress. Shine your divine light upon our leaders that they may govern with wisdom and integrity. Shine upon our citizens that we may live as one people, respectful, compassionate, and courageous in building a better nation. O God of all nations, bless this Independence Month and bless our country. And may your light never become dim in our nation. We pray through Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
You may be seated. The Honorable Santia Bradshaw, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Transport and Works, and Leader of Government Business in the Honorable House of Assembly, Lieutenant Colonel the Most Honorable Jeffrey Davidson Bostick, President-Designate, the Honorable Charles Griffith, Minister of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment, and other members of the Cabinet, members of the Senate, the Honorable Corey Lane, Member of Parliament for the City, members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Mrs. Joy Adamson, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment, and other government officials, Ms. Jessica Paris, Coordinator, Community Independence Celebration Secretariat, Reverend Adrian S. Odell, Superintendent Minister, Bethel Methodist Church, Mr. Paul Innes, Executive Vice President and General Manager of Sagicor Life Inc. Barbados, Chief Revenue Officer, Chairpersons and members of the Parish Independence Committees 2025, attendants and parish ambassadors for 2025, most outstanding parish ambassadors and attendant for the year 2024, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the 2025 edition of the Sagicor Life Inc. lighting ceremony held under the theme Celebrating Communities, Re-engaging, Reigniting, Reimagining. This year, as we commemorate the 59th year of independence, 4 years as a republic, and 30 years of community independence celebrations, we continue to shine a light on the strength, creativity, and unity of our Barbadian communities. I am Rashonda Haid, and it is certainly my pleasure to host you this evening here in historic Bridgetown and its garrison. We now turn our attention to our first performance. Keishelle Rawlings is an accomplished performer shaped by her experiences in church. She has performed internationally in regions such as the Caribbean, England, Africa, Dubai, Switzerland, and China, captivating audiences with her musical talent. Her music has contributed to the success of various sold-out restaurants on the island, attracting both locals and tourists. Known for her petite stature and commanding stage presence, Keishelle is recognized for her remarkable artistry and talent. With a rendition of We Bow and Worship Yahweh, please join me in welcoming Keishelle Rawlings. Keishel, we thank you for that powerful rendition. Beautiful indeed. We now invite leaders of the Westbury Primary School, head boy Tayshawn Coppin and head girl Amaris Calendar Morris, to give the official welcome. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage.
The Honorable Santia Bradshaw, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Transport, Works, and Leader of Government Business, Lieutenant Colonel, the Most Honorable Jeffrey Davison Bostick, President Dinit, the Honorable Charles Griffith, Minister of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment, and other members of the Cabinet, members of the Senate, the Honorable Corey Lane, Member of Parliament for the City, members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Mrs. Joy Adamson, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment, and other government officials, Ms. Jessica Paris, Coordinator, Community Independence, Celebrations Secretariat, Mr. Paul Ennis, Executive Vice President and General Manager of Sagicor Life Inc., Barbados, Chief Revenue Officer,
Reverend Adrian Odom, Chairpersons and members of the Parish Independence Committees, attendants and parish ambassadors for 2025, most outstanding parish ambassadors, and attendant of the year 2024, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
My name is Amaris Calendar Morris.
And my name is Tayshawn Coppin. We are students of the Westbury Primary School, and we are honored to welcome you,
Our audience present,
and all of you who are viewing via CBC TV 8 to the Sagicor Life Inc. Lighting Ceremony 2025 here at Independence Square in the historic city of Bridgetown and its garrison.
today we begin our celebrations for Barbados' 59th year of independence.
We, the youth of this nation, will continue to be the light for the future. And we ask all Barbadians to join us in celebrating our communities,
Re-engaging,
reigniting,
reimagining.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bridgetown.
Thank you, Tayshawn and Amaris, for the official welcome. Our next spiritual upliftment, Shernell Clark, has been a vocalist with the New Connection Gospel Band since 1994 and won the most impactful award at the 1997 Spirit of the Nation Independence Gala. She is a multi-award-winning performer and has dedicated 24 years to teaching and guiding youth. Shernell founded the Alexandra Beacons Choir and the award-winning group Divine Harmony and was part of the NCF Ensemble from 2016 to 2017. She performed at the first Regathering concert in 2020 and released her singles Control in 2022 and In the Nick of Time in 2024, singing an original piece entitled Let Me Be the Light. Please welcome Shernell Clark.
We are called to be lights in the midst of darkness. And as our communities, as our nation, as our world experience turmoil, lighten somebody's load and light their way today. In a world that's filled with darkness, sin covers all the land. Where good seems bad and bad seems good, can see the unseen hand. Where brother fights his brother and father fights his son. Who will be the light to light the way? Will you be the light to shine in the darkness? Will you be the light to show someone the way? Will you help share the burden, help brighten up today? Will you be the light to light the way? Yes, the world is lost and dying in darkness every day. Young and old, great and small, seem all have lost their way. But you and I have been chosen, we've answered the call, yes. Will you be a light to all? Darkness. Will you be the light to show someone the way? And will you help share the burden, help brighten up today? Will you be the light to light the way? I like to shine for all to see the beauty of Jesus in me. I like to spread God's love around. Let that light be me. Light be me. Well, let me be the light to shine in the darkness. Let me be the light to show
Thank you, Chernelle, for that inspirational song. This evening, as we gather under the theme Celebrating Communities, Re-engaging, Reigniting, Reimagining, we take this opportunity to acknowledge and appreciate the hard work, dedication, and resilience of our corporate sponsor. One company that continues to serve our community is Sagicor Life Inc., we take great pleasure in inviting Mr. Paul Innes to give the sponsor remarks.
Thank you. The Honorable Cynthia Bradshaw, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Transport and Works, Lieutenant Colonel the Most Honorable Jeffrey Davison Bosse, President-Designate, the Honorable Charles Griffith, Minister of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment, members of Cabinet, the Senate, and the House of Assembly, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Mrs. Joy Adamson, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Community Empowerment, Reverend Adrian Odo, Superintendent Minister, Bethel Methodist Church, Ms. Jessica Paris, Coordinator, Community Independence Celebration Secretariat, chairpersons and members of the Parish Independence Committees, Parish Ambassadors and attendants, most outstanding Parish Ambassadors in attendance for 2024, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, and in case I forget anyone, good evening to all of you. That song just now was a beautiful song, wasn't it? You don't agree with me. But I must say, and I really mean this, it is truly a joy and a privilege. I consider it a privilege to stand before you this evening, surrounded by the warmth, pride, and unshakable spirit of our beloved Barbados. We are a blessed people. I hope you know that. I hope you don't take that for granted. Each year, as the lights illuminate our island, we experience a feeling that words can hardly capture. A deep sense of belonging. As I age, I must say that there's this renewed belonging to Barbados as a Barbadian. That spark of pride. We are people with pride. And a heartbeat that unites us as one people. We are bound just not by geography, but by love. Love of our country, love of community, and love for each other. This lighting ceremony is so much more than a ceremony or tradition. It is really a reflection of our national soul. It reminds us that no matter the challenges, Barbados always will find the light. For nearly 3 decades, Sagicor has been honored to share in this treasure moment. From the first flicker of light to the brilliance that fills our skies, this event has always revealed something beautiful, the way Barbadians come together. This year's theme, celebrating our communities, re-engaging, reigniting, and reimagining, is both timely and powerful. It reminds us that we are strongest when we unite. It invites us to reconnect, rekindle the passion that drives our nation forward, and to boldly imagine the Barbados we want for generations to come. A Barbados that is caring, a Barbados that is creative, resilient, and forever full of responsibility. So tonight, as these lights glow across our island, let them be more than decorations. Let them be symbols of hope, unity, and of the unbreakable spirit that defines us. Through every trial and triumph, Barbadians rise, shine, and move forward together. At Sagicor, our belief in community isn't just something we say or talk about. It is who we are. It's in our DNA. It's in the way we serve, care, and invest in the lives of our people. And as we look ahead to 2026, our 33 is proud title sponsor of this lighting ceremony. Our hearts overflow with gratitude for the trust of our people in Barbados, for the growing partnerships, and for the opportunity to keep shining this light. At Sagicor, we remain deeply committed to working hand in hand with our communities, uplifting our people, and helping to keep the light of Barbados burning brightly. Not just tonight, but we will do so every single day. So may this evening fill us all with pride, hope, and love for this nation we are blessed to call home. Happy Independence Season to you, Barbados, and may our light forever continue to lead the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Innes, for the sponsors' remarks. Akia Barton, a 23-year-old Barbadian singer, has been performing since the age of 6. She is a former student of Ellerslie and the Lodge School, and at 17, she won the Spirit of the Nation Talent competition. Ladies and gentlemen, performing that winning rendition, Walk Away from Love by Shirley Stewart. Let's put our hands together for Akia Burton.
walk away from love once more. Oh, I walk away close to going. I walk away from love once more, like I've always done before. Just walk on by. You ask no questions why. I guess you can say I'm not lucky guy, but I walk away from love once more, like I've always done before. Just walk on by. No ask no questions why. I guess you can say I'm not lucky guy, but I walk away from love once more, like I've always done before. Yeah.
Thank you, Akia, for sharing that beautiful rendition with us. It is now time to hear from the esteemed gentleman who is a dedicated champion for youth empowerment, who ensures that young people are actively involved and that their opinions and ideas are valued. His commitment to fostering an inclusive environment reflects a deep understanding of the youth engagement in the community. We now invite the Honorable Charles Griffith, Minister of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment, to deliver the brief remarks.
Honorable Santia Bradshaw, Deputy Prime Minister of Barbados, Lieutenant Colonel Geoffrey Balsick, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment, colleagues from Cabinet, blessings on us all. My task this evening is to deliver brief remarks, and 3 years ago I was at this particular location and we turn on lights as we will turn on lights tonight. And forgive me if I go back to my cry back then 3 years ago in relation to something that I asked this country to help me with. Now, as mentioned before by Mr. Innes, and I want to thank Sagicor for spending 30 years of support to this particular initiative. As a government, we have been asking corporate to be involved in a number of activities as it relates to our young people, as it relates to projects that we're running. And I want to stop here and start with some gratitude as well to my members of my team, as far as her team at the ministry. I know the last 2 weeks, Minister Abrams had them busy with meetings to make sure that tonight was as impactful as we wanted to be, to use his words, the wow factor. I want to say thank you to the Parish Independence Committee, who year after year give of their time to ensure that this particular initiative, the celebrations, is always a success. To the ambassadors who step forward every year to represent parish, I also want to say thank you, because I know that it is a long, long road. We will be lighting tonight, as Minister Abrams would have mentioned. There should be a wow factor tonight in terms of the lights that you will see. In every single parish, at least one particular location, lights will come on, which is a blessing. But I want to speak tonight about an area of darkness as Minister of Youth, as a government, as a country that we're facing. And that is the area in relation to our young people. Those of you who follow in the paper would realize that 2 young men, 21 years old, charged with murder. 10 years ago, those young men were 24-year-old charged with murder. 10 years ago, it was 14 years old. A 27-year-old female charged, major drug charge, 10 years ago. And from this same spot, like I said 3 years ago, I asked that when we turn on the lights, that as a country, we turn on the lights of humanity as well. And I want to share a story tonight that all of us can relate to. A story that I hope when we move away that we embrace the story. And I want to speak about neighbors. So I was born in a dysfunctional family with a twin sister. And at 5 years old, my father went to prison. My mother, who was working, looked after us. I had neighbors who constantly said to me, you will be just like your father, you will end up in jail, and your sister, nothing will become of her. At age 17, my first court appearance, my mother turned up in the courtyard and she was crying and saying that I was a good boy and she don't know how I got there. My pregnant twin sister was also in the courtyard. Neighbor number one. I also had a neighbor, same dysfunctional family, and when my sister and I came home from school, we turned to the neighbor for assistance in terms of doing our homework. At 17 years old, my neighbor number two was at our graduation in tears. My mother was not there because she said she had nothing to wear. I want for all of us to pivot away from the notion that we constantly talk about it takes a village to raise a child, and to embrace the fact that it takes a neighbor to raise a child. And as we celebrate tonight, I need for all of us to spare a moment for those who are still walking in darkness. As a government, we are doing every single thing to shed light in those dark areas that are impacting the young people in this country. We are helping them to take some of the baggage out of the bag. Minister Humphrey with his child protection bill, and my own ministry with a whole range of light bulbs for those youngsters who want to be involved in the process. And I'm asking all of us tonight that as we celebrate the lighting ceremony that will take us down to 60 to 59 years, and as we move into Christmas where there will be more lights, I'm revisiting that plaintive plea that I had 3 years ago and asking all of us to shine some light for those youngsters who are walking in darkness across this beautiful country. Happy Independence. I thank you.
In 1995, the government of Barbados determined that the annual independence celebrations must be decentralized to become more people participatory and include greater direct community involvement. Under the chairmanship of the then Senator, the Honorable Glenn S. Murray, Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, a steering committee was formed consisting of the then Permanent Secretary in the Prime Minister's office, Mr. Matthew Holder, Mr. Thom Cross, Mr. Alfred Pragnell, Mr. Antonio Rudder, Mr. Anthony Lynn, Mr. Richard Carter, Mr. Alvin Burgess, Ms. Jeanette Lane Clark, and Mr. Randall Miller, the first National Coordinator, Community Independence Celebration Secretariat. The steering committee was given the task of formulating a proposal to a community approach to independence. In July 1995, the Community Independence Celebration Secretariat was established. Mr. Randall Miller, the first national coordinator, was ably assisted by Miss Pamela Payne. This paved the way for the first community independence celebrations in November 1995, with the assistance of the parish independence committees. This evening, we salute the trailblazers, the parish leaders and volunteers, who in 1995 took on the challenge of achieving maximum community participation in independence celebrations and encouraging and promoting activities within the respective parishes. Known as parish coordinators in 1995, and now commonly referred to as chairpersons, we recognize the contributions of the pioneers, Mr. David Boyne from St. Lucie, Mr. Peter Rochester from St. Peter, Mr. Laurie Rudder from St. Andrew, Mrs. Felicia Payne-Innes from St. James, Mr. Menzies Crookendale from St. George, Mr. Pearson Bellamy from St. John, Miss Boltolo from St. Thomas, Mrs. Alva Hope from St. Joseph, from Christchurch, Mr. Dan Carter, from St. Philip, Mr. Gregory Burke, and St. Michael's North, Mr. Oriel Doyle, and St. Michael's South, Mr. Gerard Prescott. These 12 individuals paved the way and set the standard for future participants in the Community Independence Celebrations program. They, along with the other members of the respective parish independence committees, traversed the breadth of their parishes, undertaking activities and encouraging people to participate in the independence celebrations. Their commitment to parish and country and to a program rooted in volunteerism is a shining light for all of us.
We now invite chairpersons from 1995 to the switch as they pass through a guard of honor from the current chairpersons of 2025. These are from St. George, Menzies Crookendale, from St. Peter Rochester, from St. John, Pearson Bellamy, from St. Michael North, Oriel Doyle, from St. Michael's South, Gerard Prescott, and from Christchurch, Dan Carter. Help me to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tropical paradise, home sweet home. There's no place I would rather be. Everyone in unity. Now look how everybody coming. Barbados, 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 Barbados. my tropical paradise. Home sweet home. There's no place I would rather be. Everyone in unity. Now look how everybody coming. Barbados, 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 Barbados. Enjoy your life. Come there we have a time. Barbados, Barbados, Barbados. I am a Bajan. I'm a Bajan. Barbados, Barbados, Barbados. We representing blue, yellow, blue. We representing Barbados, Barbados, Barbados. I am a Bajan. I'm a Bajan. Barbados, Barbados, Barbados. We representing blue, yellow, blue. We love you, we love you, Barbados. sounding. So come down and call ya. Come down. Shoes that's talking. Come down. Your tunes knocking. Come down. Your trousers dropping. Come down. So come down and call ya. Come down. Your shoes that's talking. Come down. Your tunes knocking. Come down. Your trousers dropping. Come down. Oh, Jessamine, come when I call ya. 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 My plant, my Jessamine garden, my Jessamine smells so sweet. And all the young men passing, come picking my Jessamine. Oh, Jessamine, come when I call ya. 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 I grow my Jess on the house top. My Jessamine smells so sweet. And all the young men climbing to tread on my Jessamine. Oh, Jessamine, come when I call ya. 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 I pick my Jess from the garden. My Jessamine smells so sweet. And all the young men passing come buying up my Jessamine. Oh, Jessamine, come when I call ya. 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 I wear my dress one Sunday in the church. It smells so sweet. And the pastor was so handsome, come begging to marry me. But the girl can't cook, cause she wanna bring no book. So she back to Shima. Oh, back to Shima. Oh, back to Shima. Such a decent girl like Jessie Mahon. Back to Shima. Oh, pretty little girl like Jessie Mahon. I miss she now she gone. But the girl come clean, she was so mean. So she back to Shima. Oh, back to Shima. Oh, back to Shima. Such a decent girl like Jessie Mahon. Back to Shima. So come down and call ya. Come down. Your shoes knocking. Come down. Your tunes knocking. Come down. Your trousers dropping. Come down. So come down and call ya. Come down. Your shoes knocking. Come down. Your tunes knocking. Come down. Your trousers dropping.